efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
Now Camarda on to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Stroud in the air to start us off. That's a catch for Nico Collins. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish off their opening drive. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Returning it from the 4. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Right.
Here's Hall once more. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll run here following the penalty. Just 1 yard on the play. That leaves them with 4th and 4.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To the air, Stroud. Caught by the open man. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans need only 1 to take the lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, side. Side.
They'll start this one out with Hall. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. On the counter, Hall. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Unconventional strategy here, to say the least. They'll try for a field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Well, he certainly gave it his all in pursuit of the record, but his kick doesn't connect from significant distance. And the deficit stays at 7.
Kate, I think it's safe to say the coach is going to probably be asked about why he kicked a field goal on 3rd down after the game. But by missing that field goal, he's going to be asked more than just one question.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Ow, for tight. Hey, uno.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Did somebody lose track of downs on the sideline? They have brought the field goal team out. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
That's a kick right there, Kate, that defies explanation and analysis. But at the very least, if you're going to try a field goal on an early down, you've got to make it. That's embarrassing.
And I guess they've had enough of this possession. They've got the punter out there on 1st down. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Here's Stroud. Wide open, downfield, got it! They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Not quite sure what the thinking is here. They've brought out the kicking team. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Everly's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
So he makes up for his earlier miss in the game. He knocks that one right through. And it's important for him to move past that early miss, Kate, because you never know if he's going to be needed for a big moment when we get to the fourth.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Out. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. That one's complete, right side. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. We will not get another play in. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Tonight.
They go right back to home. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Widen up. Here we go. Go.
Play action, Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Try.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They've got a man in motion. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Motioning the tight end left.
Tonight.
Fields out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, Well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Chip slant. Here we go, side. West, right, sit. Delta. All right.
Fields looking to throw. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Oh, ready.
Right up the gut. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
11.
Stroud off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big gain downfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk.
Right.
You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Texans driving. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Oh, right.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Hey, uno. Nike Texas. Hey, south.
1st down, Stroud. He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Level up. Hey, south. Look the high.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Completed to his running back. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
White Tony.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his right. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He connects downfield on four. Touchdown, Houston. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Madden. Sit high.
Off play action. It's Fields. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here we go, son.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. That's completed right side. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Offense up to the line fast.
No mud. Tonight.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Can. Here we go. Good. Go.
Another throw for Fields. Brought in close to the 8. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And in, touchdown, New York! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Dameon Pierce now to return it. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Robbie.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Now Camarda on to send it away. Pierce now on the return. Return's looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Well, this is new. Haven't seen this before. They are punting on second down. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Jets football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Now Fields. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Extend. Here we go, son. Hey, 551. Easy. Right.
Looking to throw Fields. On the move, headed right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Don't jump.
Fields to throw it. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
11, 11, 11. Here we go.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Texans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Look the hot, look the hot. Hey, Uno Mars.
Stroud throwing here on first. That's incomplete left side. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
White, Tony. Buggy. 11.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete to Dell. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. Texas. Hey, Uno.
From the gun, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. That one gains 7. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
2J.
Handoff now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
South.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Look the hot. Hey, Uno Mars.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tank Dell the touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Monday.
Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Sit high.
Here's Fields to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They send a man in motion.
Sit high.
First down throw for Fields. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go, sit high.
Trying again following the sack. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception.